Hi guys, welcome to another episode of On the Road to Oklahoma City 2016. Well, it's been an interesting week. Lots been happening, and I really feel like the project's starting to pick up some momentum now and starting to finish some key parts, which really has excited me and is kind of driving me onwards. On top of that, we've had some other exciting things happen this week. I have gone ahead and, having spoken to Andrew Chesney, I've gone ahead and ordered my civilian figures, 30 civilian figures from Futsal Miniatures. I'm very excited. I ordered them sort of at the end of last week, Thursday, Friday. I will be doing several reviews on those. I will be doing the kind of unboxing. I'm definitely going to do some maybe something about painting them, or once they're painted I will do a review of them. So I'm very excited about those, and as I said to them, I would definitely do some reviews on them, so look forward to those in the future. I'm also have been speaking to Andy Singleton and thinking about bases for them, and I think I've decided I'm going to go for some bases from War Bases. They are basically it's a movement tray, but it's got 5 2-pence piece sort of spaces cut out, so I can as I usually do, I can base them on the 2-pence pieces so that they're individually based, but then I can put them into these movement trays, and I'm planning to base those in a particular way that kind of adds to the game. The idea that they're going to be moving down this road, so each one will be based with a little bit of cobbled street and a little bit of grass either side, and so this movement tray should look like a road. I'm not sure whether I'll do cobblestones or whether I'll do like a dirt road, kind of to fit in with my other road pieces. I'll have to make that decision when I get to that. But anyway, that's very exciting. I'm looking forward to that. The other thing that I'm going to be doing in the next day or so is ordering from Warlord Games the Germany Strikes book. It's the early war supplemental kind of theatre selector book. So I will obviously be doing a review of that, along with the other books in the series that I've got, the other army books that I've still got to do. But I'm very excited about that. Hopefully I can once I've read through it, take maybe a few pieces from that book to add to the game to again give it more flavour of that early war period. So that's another thing I've got to look forward to. Another idea I had during the week that I've decided I'm probably going to incorporate sometime into this series is something I actually got from the terrain tutor, and he is Mel, the terrain tutor, is doing this with a few other friends. That they're all I think Mel's doing the Gurkhas, one of his friends is doing the Japanese, one's doing some Americans, and basically each week they're taking it in turns to do a video, and they have to pledge a certain amount of figures to get painted for their pledge week, and I think they're like once every 3 weeks they do a show. And I was thinking about that. I thought, well, that's a great way of getting forces painted. Now, I am concentrating solely at the moment on the terrain for my project. I want to get the armies done as well. You know, John, who runs the show, has been very kind. Said, you know, concentrate on the terrain. You know, if you haven't got time to do the figures, we can find people who've got the figures to bring in, and that's great, and that's really kind. But I just don't feel like I will have completed the task until I've done the armies as well. So I have had a bit of a head start in the sense that you know, 1 or 2 pieces I've already got painted, but really I've still got a lot to do. So what I thought I might do is the odd week I might throw in a painting week, where I would aim to get in that week maybe a 10-man section or maybe a couple of support units painted, and that way I can kind of I can push myself to get the armies painted. I mean, for example, my British army is going to be, I think, 2 10-man sections. I would have to check my army list, but even my French, you know, I'm essentially I've got two 10-man sections, and I've got numerous support pieces and some artillery. I've already done the tank. I've also got an HQ section. There's nothing really more I need to get for the French. So in that regard, I can start saying, right, well, maybe this week I'm going to do a 10-man squad. Get that done, and that's part of my update. But it's already, you know, it kind of pushes my army towards being ready. And certainly when I get civilians, I'm definitely going to need to do that, because I'm going to be the only ones with the civilians. I know others won't have those figures. And so, being an integral part of the game, I want them to be there. So I'll need to get those done. So that's my plan. So, you know, obviously you'll keep seeing the train coming. But I'm just to warn you, you know, in weeks to come, I will be throwing in some, you know, maybe a support team or two, you know, in a week to get painted, as well as maybe doing a bit more work on the buildings. With reference to the buildings, I'm actually going to throw in a few Mons-style buildings, Belgian town, and they've got particular styles to their buildings. I'm going to throw a few of those in for perhaps the defensive, the Allied side of the main river that goes through, and then the other Belgian townhouses are going to be on the German side of the river. So I'm going to vary it up, the designs, and I'm looking probably this week, maybe next week, depending on how I get on with the bridge, to actually start putting those together. I'm certainly this week wanting to lay down the green tablecloth, and put the river piece out, put the bridge piece out, and then start to see how much space I've got, and what I can expect to, I guess, put out on the table. I mean, how much space I've got, and how many buildings I can put out. So that's going to be pretty interesting, and certainly looking forward to that. So let's move on to what I've been doing this week. Again, the town hall last week was pretty much complete. I did move on just to finish some quick little bits to kind of finish it up. So we'll take a quick look at that, and then we'll move on to the bridge. So here's the town hall. Okay, so here's the town hall. As I said, it was pretty much done last week. What I've added is these chain link fences. I'll just give you a zoom in there. Okay, and so that way I've got 2 for either side. I can run a path, a nice little path, gravel path up to the stairs there, and out onto the kind of the main road. Just real quick, little bits. I think these are just little jewelry links in sort of the jewelry section of Walmart, and I really knocked them together quite quickly. I wasn't too interested in taking a ton of time, and that was kind of the best solution I had after the base that I planned out failed. So that is the town hall, and next we'll move on and take a look at the bridge. So let's check that out. Okay guys, so we've got the bridge. Now you will notice that there's been some major not improvements, but progress made on the bridge. So first of all, both sides now are painted, and they have been inked, and I've even gone as far as to add on some green sort of slight, not an inking, I watered down the paint a lot, painted it on and dabbed off the excess, and I did that just to create the kind of look of algae maybe growing up on the supporting pillars, and I'm actually really pleased with it. I really think it's come out well. I can even add some more in there. I might see if I can pick up some particular scenic. Oh, I always forget these things at the most important times. Woodland scenics. I'll see if I can pick up some stuff that I could maybe stick on the bottom, make it look like some sort of plant life growing up there. Underneath, I have painted underneath the pillars, underneath the arches, and inked those. And the most impressive part, I have managed to put in the road, and if you can see up close, I've even textured the cobblestones, and I've done all the alcoves as well. Okay, and I thought I would do a quick little video, a little time-lapse video of me working on part of the bridge. So, just to give you an idea of how I did it, here's that clip now. Okay, so as you can see, it was painstaking and it took a while, but after using lots of grey stuff, obviously I covered it and used the pen lid, both the kind of the part where the nib comes out and then the bit that attaches to the main body, and the, you know, so I used various different sizes to try and create the different effect. I'm really pleased with it. It feels great, you know, it's got that texture to it. It's almost like a resin cast in a way. I just think it adds to it great. So I've done that. Really happy with that. I went ahead, I cut out a new base which wasn't as warped. I've laid it out, I've painted it. I first of all put the polyfiller on to give it the textures of the banks. I've painted it now. I won't be pouring the water effects yet. I'm going to wait until I've done the other river pieces, in fact all the river pieces, and then I will go through and I will do all the water scenics on all of the pieces. That way I can just do it all at once. It's a lot cleaner that way, and I can sort of say to my wife, you know, these are going to be on the table, leave them, I can't touch them for 24 hours, probably do them overnight like I did last time. And anyway, so once I've done that, that'll be that. I'll try sticking this on to the base this week, but really this week, I guess other than sticking this on and maybe doing a bit of grass, although I might leave that till after the scenic, the water's done. Either way, I haven't got a lot to do on this week, so hopefully it'll be starting to work on the the next buildings, the Monstar buildings, and I don't think I'm going to paint any this week. I think not this week, the following week, I'm going to pledge a couple of support teams to get painted, probably from the British, because I've already got them based up. So that is my plan. So that's the progress. I'm full of enthusiasm. I'm very excited, and now I'm settling into sort of a pattern at work with life. I'm starting to find that I've got more hours available during the week and in the evening. So with that said, I'm hoping that we're going to progress, and you know, next time hopefully I'm going to have river sections. Maybe you know, the idea is that I'm going to be able to knock out quite a bit as we go. So thanks for watching. Keep liking, subscribing and commenting. Check out my review videos as I've mentioned, and apart from that, have a great week and we will see you soon. Okay, take care.